Hello, during this recording and training video, we're going to be going over the full termination process. I'm going to go through the first steps that you need to take all the way to the final piece of the puzzle in order to properly terminate any employees. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that this is my demo account. These are demo employees, so no one is actually going to be terminated. These are just examples. However, they do mirror your access, so everything that you see here is going to be the actual process that you will be taking. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you want to do in the termination process is you want to log in to Kronos, the timekeeping system. So this is where you go to do your payroll approval at the end of every pay period. We need to get to the employee's timesheet because there's a couple things that we need to take care of before we go to the SWBC portal side. So under your saved reports, you're going to go to this new payroll approval report that we have for you. So go ahead and run that report, and you're going to locate your employee that is terminating. One thing you want to make sure is go to the pay period in which the employee is terminating. So this specific report defaults to the previous pay period. You can always see the timesheet dates up here in the top right corner. This is previous. My employee that I'm terminating is going to be leaving during the current pay period. Okay. So you can just click this little right arrow and it'll take you to the current pay period. And you'll notice the timesheet dates here. You should see a list of your employees below. So just go ahead and find the employee that is going to be terminating, and you're going to click on the little paper pencil icon to get directly to their timesheet. Once you pull up their timesheet, you just want to go ahead and review the timesheet, make sure there's no missing punches, all hours worked has been recorded. Also, as a side note, make sure you don't have any pending requests from this employee. That means any time off requests have been taken care of or any timesheet changes have been taken care of. So just to quickly remind you, under the My To Do items, these are where your pending request will appear. So just make sure if you have any, the terming employee does not have any pending requests here. I don't have any, so I am good to go. So I'm going to go back to my report, and I'm going to go ahead and again locate my employee. Oh, actually, I need to go change my timesheet dates because they are terming in the current pay period, which we're here. Then I'm going to click on the little paper pencil icon to get to the timesheet. Okay, so again, just review, make sure there's no missing punches. If everything looks good, all hours have been worked. Also, if there's any commissions that need to be paid during this pay period, go ahead and enter those as well. And as a quick FYI, just click on the extra pay and counter adjustment. You're going to select add row, select the date, which again, only the dates within the pay period will appear. So I would just, select your date and then select the commission code. Of course, the location and department should be pre-populated, and then just go ahead and enter the amount, whatever that is. So you'll go ahead and just click save in the top right corner. That's only if there's only any kind of earned commission. So, but please review your policy in entering any of that information for somebody that is terminating. Okay, once commissions are taken care of, punches are taken care of, the last piece for the timesheet is going to be the PTO payout. Before you enter the PTO payout, we need to know how much is going to be paid. So to quickly view the time off balances for this employee is to click on the utilities option in the top right corner, and then you're going to select time off counts, and then you're going to see their balances. So specifically looking at PTO, because that is what we pay out according to your policy, you want to focus on the current balance, which is this column right here. This is going to be your up-to-date balance. taken time, any scheduled time is already taken out. This is the balance you want to pay. The current accrued is what they've earned year to date. We never want to use this balance because it's inaccurate. So never use this balance. We're going to use current balance. Now, this employee has 23.72 hours, which is good. Remember, according to your policy, you can pay up to 40 hours. So if they have more than 40, just pay the max. That's the threshold, 40 hours. So I'm good here. I got to take a look at the balance, go to the last day of the employee's date that they're going to be working. So let's say my employee's last day was the 28th. He worked this day. He's got his punches. I'm going to come over here to the left side. I need to add additional row to include the PTO payout. So I'm going to click the plus sign, and the system is going to give me a second row. Right under the time off column, I'm going to click on the magnifying glass. I'm now going to see a list of the time off types. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can review these time off options. So this is a tree view, and in the bottom right-hand corner, there's also a list view. So some of you may have this view or you may have the tree view, but you can flip-flop depending on your preference. The PTO payout is going to be listed under paid time off, and it is going to be the last option. So go ahead and select it. Once I select PTO payout, my timesheet is going to refresh for this employee. I now have it here. So you're going to go right under to the raw total column, and you want to enter in the whole amount. Okay. Now, one thing to note, or as an FYI, if you are paying 40 hours to an employee, if you just type in 40, the system corrects it to 0.67. So it does this weird rounding thing. So the way you enter it in is 40.00. That is how the system is going to capture the full 40 hours. So I just wanted to mention that. Don't put in just 40, because when I tab out of there or click out of there, it auto corrects it to 0.67, and they will get paid 0.67. So just remember, type it in with the decimal. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, enter in my full payout here. I got it in, click the save button. Now that I've entered in the PTO payout, this employee should have a zero balance. So if I go back just to review it, click on utilities, click on time off counts, there's now a zero balance, which is good. Or if you pay up to 40, then you should just have the forfeited amount here. So that looks good. Once you are complete with the timesheet, or you finished with the timesheet, the last thing you need to do is click approve. You need to approve the timesheet. So I know punches are all there, PTO payouts in there, any commissions, if earned, are in there. I'm going to click approve. The system's going to give you a warning. It's not going to stop you, though. You're approving a current timesheet. That's fine. This is a terming employee, and they're done. They've already worked their hours. We just need to get them paid out. Click OK. You can enter a comment if you like. You don't have to. If not, finalize. Click OK, and you are now done. The status is read only. You are completed with the Kronos piece. Once you approve this, at this point, email your regional and let them know, hey, I have approved test employees timesheet. Can you please go in there and approve it? That's it. You're done with this piece. Once you've completed the timesheet approvals in Kronos, you're going to hop over to the SWBC portal. So this is where you go and log into the ATS system, or you view employee records and all that good stuff. So we're going to hop over to the SWBC portal. Once you're logged in, of course, I'm logged in. I got my manager dashboard. You want to go to your documents. And this is important because if you live in a state that requires any termination notices that need to be signed and need to be given to the employee at the time of termination, you need to go locate those first. So, a couple ways to get there. You can type in documents and you'll get a drop down that says manage documents. So, you can go ahead and just click on that and it's going to take you to the appropriate area. Another way to get to this company documents area is you can click on My Company and then select Manage Documents. So there's a couple ways to get there. Okay, once you're in, click on Company Documents, then select Termination Forms. And then from here, just go ahead and start typing in your state name. As you're typing in your state name, your list will start to, it's going to be able to locate your specific documents. So it'll definitely find them for you. So for California, I got 2 documents here that I need to click on and download and print. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the first document, and it's going to give me a preview. When you download these documents, make sure you fully read them and follow the directions. It's very important for these specific states. To download them, you're just going to click the little down arrow at the bottom section of the notice, and then you can print from there, or there's actually a print option as well if you want to do both, one and the same. Okay, and then for California, there's another one, so I want to make sure I click on that second one. And it's going to load my document. So here it looks like this needs a signature, which again is important. These are important notices. I can't stress that enough. Make sure you download, print them, get the signatures you need if they need it, and make sure you provide the documents to the employee at the time of termination. Once you have done that, you need to upload them to the employee profile. And it's very simple to do so. So I got my documents taken care of. I've saved them. I'm going to go back to the home page to get to my list of employees. Now for this section, I'm going to hop over to my demo account. But again, it mirrors your access. So you need to get to the employee's record. There's a couple ways to do that. Under your list of my employees, you should see all your direct reports here. You can simply click on the employee's name and you will see the record appear, or you can always search your employee and a drop down should appear for their name as well. So I am now in Allison's record and I need to upload her termination documents. You're going to go ahead and click on this action menu icon. You're going to scroll to documents. Once your documents appear, and these are the employee's documents, you're going to come to the bottom left and select Load a Document. Choose your file once you have saved them, have them signed, whatever the directions say in your specific notice. And you're going to go wherever you saved your file. Select Open, Submit. It says uploaded successfully. I'm going to close it. Now you can enter any notes if you need to. Click the Accept button, and the file is now there. So once you've taken care of that, you are now going to terminate the employee in the system. So to get to the employee termination, you can type and you'll get your option that will appear, or you can select My Employees at the top and you can go to employee termination as well. So there's always a couple ways to get there, and I like to show you both ways. That way you have some options. Okay. So I'm now at the employee termination page. In the employee field, you can go ahead and just start typing in your employee's name. Go ahead and select the one that is terminating. Their information will appear here, so just make sure you got the right person. For the termination status code, click on the drop-down, select terminated. For the reason code, go ahead and select on the drop-down, and you want to focus on the reasons with the dashes. These are the specific ones that your company uses. So once you make that selection, go ahead and click on it. Click the termination date. For my employee, it was the 28th. Establish if they are okay to rehire. Enter the last day worked. And then for the termination explanation, you can enter, if there's any documents, just say, please see employee term docs in file. Okay. Now the last section is right here at the bottom. This employee has COBRA eligible benefits that will be terminated. Should a COBRA participant record be created? You want to go ahead and select yes. That's if they have, they're a full-time employee with benefits. For COBRA qualifying event, click on the drop-down, select termination, and just leave the last day of the term date in there for the event date. And then you're just going to click save, confirm, and then at the top, it's going to say this termination has been submitted for approval. Click OK. You have done your part. So just a quick recap of the full termination process. First, you want to start in Kronos. That's where you do your payroll approval. You're going to go to your new payroll approving report, find the pay period and the employee that you're terminating, review the timesheet, enter any commissions, any PTO payouts, approve the timesheet. Once you approve the timesheet, let your regional know so they can go in and approve it. Once you've done that, you're going to hop over to the SWBC portal where we are right now. From there, you're going to go to the Manage Documents area. Go to the Termination Docs folder specifically. Make sure your state doesn't have any notices or documents that need to be signed or given to the employee at the time of termination. Once you got all that, if there are any notices, make sure you upload to the employee profile. Very important. Next step is to go to the termination of the employee and actually filing that. So you're going to come here to the employee termination, fill out all the red boxes, the COBRA qualifying event, if they have it, and then go ahead and submit that. Once the payroll team will be notified once you submit this, and then they can start the process of paying that employee out with their last paycheck. So that is the full termination process. It's very simple and easy, but if you have any questions or need assistance, please feel free to contact SWBC and we will be happy to help. Thank you.